Today we are going to talk about mental health and HIV/AIDS in honor of the World AIDS Day that is slated for 1st December 2024. The most common mental health challenges faced by people living with HIV/AIDS are depression. The fact that someone has been diagnosed by a chronic illness normally takes a toll on people. One can recognize such symptoms, for example, a lot of irritability on someone, poor sleeping patterns or difficulty maintaining sleep, poor appetite or eating too much, also with sleeping too much more than normal, isolation, feelings of despair, low self-esteem, stress and anxiety, lack of social support system. Those are the major mental health conditions people living with HIV go through. When individuals are diagnosed with HIV and AIDS, they normally feel like they cannot be understood by the people who they care for. This now includes the family and friends. The best way you can support these people, number one, create a very, very supportive environment where someone can feel like, I'm going to come to you and you're going to listen to me without judgment. In order to break this silence, we need to understand someone as an individual, who they are, what are they going through, and then how can I come in to support them. When we say stigma, we mean the false beliefs and perceptions about HIV that someone has. When you say discrimination, now these are the behaviors that are associated as a result of the stigma someone is going through. Stigmatization normally comes in two forms. We have self-stigmatization or internal stigmatization, where now someone feels like I am not worthy, or because of the fact that I'm HIV positive, I now feel like I don't belong. And then you have the societal stigmatization or stigma from other people. When people go through stigma or when people go through discrimination, it really, really affects their self-esteem and their self-value. It goes down, way, way down. Normally in self-stigmatization, when someone's level of self-worth goes down, it means now their uptake again of medication is going to be affected negatively. Their relationship with other people is going to be affected negatively. Their access to treatment and care also goes down one way or another. And even stigma from others, the feelings of shame, feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, despair. Because I'm diagnosed with HIV, my world now has stopped. I don't know how I'm going to live life past this. That's a statement we hear a lot. In some instances, for example, through self-stigmatization, the family could be positive, or the family could have embraced this individual, but because of self-stigmatization of this individual is not willing to open up to help. So this in turn can lead to anxiety, a lot of depression. You really have to accept yourself that I'm HIV positive and I am willing to work on myself to become a better person. So self-acceptance is the number one weapon we normally encourage individuals to embrace with regards to HIV and AIDS. Having open conversations about HIV and AIDS so that the community, the society, individuals can understand what is this disease, what does it do to people. The fact that I'm HIV positive, what does it mean to me as an individual? For you yourself as an individual, you can be bringing your family members to your follow-up or routinely clinical checkup so that they understand the process you're going through, and with doing that, they're able to support you. Join a support group. Now, these are people who you share the same characteristics with. It can be women who are HIV positive or women who are newly diagnosed with HIV. Joining a support group as an individual or even as a family, it helps to deal with stigma and discrimination in a very big way, because it means we understand one another, we know what you're going through, we can stand up for you, we are going to support you. Linking to a therapist can help you understand the challenges you go through in your life, and then how do you manage, or rather how do you cope with the challenges that you're going through. And inadequate knowledge about HIV, it's also another barrier in seeking mental health, and a lack of social support with regards to children, because normally we focus a lot on adults. We forget that these children who are HIV positive and also adolescents, they also have needs, they also go through challenges. If the provider is not providing adequate support to these people, it can enhance their mental health challenges. With presence of social support, access becomes easy. Stigmatization goes down, discrimination goes down. Seek things that we normally advocate for. Get enough sleep. The recommended sleep hours is around 6 to 8 hours in a day. Make sure you're eating nutritious meals or a balanced diet, and work out. Go for your routinely clinical visit. Associate with people who care about you. When you accept yourself, disclosure can be easily handled, because disclosure and HIV, it's a very big challenge, more so with fear of the diagnosis, fear of what your loved ones are going to say about it, fear of you yourself about the disease. What is this disease going to do to me? So we advocate for self-acceptance. Having diagnosis of HIV, it's not the end of your life. It is the beginning of a new chapter, with which, if it is embraced with a lot of positivity, if it is embraced with a lot of support, individuals manage to live through with the virus for years and years and years.